tonight on a special Sunday night edition of the Chillstream. We do Kill Your Heroes Part 2. It is, it's been an absolutely lovely day. I have a ton of stuff. I gotta just get rid of all this stuff. And my phone is overloaded with content, and to be honest, I gotta get rid of this stuff. I have to unload. I have to cleanse myself, my mind and my soul. You can tell I've already been drinking. I have to a bunch of stuff I want to get to. That's important. And this is welcome to Kill Your Heroes Part 2. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. And we are live. Welcome back. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to a special Sunday edition of the Chillstream. It is, what is today? Today is Sunday, May 19th, 2024. And the way the weekend went, Saturday turned out to be shit. It was rainy, didn't work. I told them I was taking today off. I had a bunch of old motorcycle jacks that I was going to sell on that I sold on Craigslist. So I met up with that guy and I did that today. I finally got rid of the stuff, like in a spring, kind of more of a spring cleaning kind of thing. I'm like, every time I go looking in a certain closet, these fucking things are there, and I'm like, gotta get rid of them. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass to do because everyone's a cunt online, and people telling me to meet them here and there, and I load this shit in my car and I go to fucking meet them and they don't show up. Whatever. Anyway, this guy showed up, paid me. I was charging like half price for these tools. Really good deal. Guy came, paid me cash, and off he went. And then I spent the rest of my day. I rode the boomercycle today, which I was actually sweating, which is good because last week I froze my balls off. And sweat washes off easily. Chilling yourself to the bone takes a little longer, especially when you're a boomer like me, to fucking get over that shit. Anyway, so I did that, and it was a gorgeous day. It's fucking weather was fucking perfect. Beautiful day to be alive. I am happy to be alive, happy to be here, but I cannot help but to, in my own, I don't know, in my own sense of ego, I have to have to maintain strict loyalty to my principles, which is kill your heroes. And which Which sacrificial victim will you slay? Oh, let me get the knife. Will you slay today on the altar of uncomfortable truths? And of course, you know who that's going to be. Wait, we have a comment. Stand by. Virgil Dark Purple Heart, welcome to the show, sir. Man, you are like so on point being here. Virgil Dark Purple Heart really does not miss a beat. And I'm guessing that he understands the importance of awareness and reaction at any rate. So Saint Michael, we have to show that Saint Michael is all too human, and you know, the whole idea of kill your heroes and save yourself is just too critically important. It's a scary, hard lesson that most people don't want to learn because it's just so much easier to put your faith in others. The last couple of hours, I've been fucking Instagram DMing or whatever with fucking sports ball guy who's the normie of normies. And at one point I asked him, I said, what would it take you to never watch fucking TV again? Like, how much money, how much Bitcoin, how many bars of gold would you need to have in your possession to never own a television again? No TVs in your living space at all. And the first thing he said was like, "Oh, does that include sports and movies?" Like he's bargaining. Like it just shows how fucking addicted this guy is. And he thinks he's a fucking outsider. He thinks he's like not a normie, and this guy's the fucking normie of fucking normies. And recently, just in waiting for work and whatever, you know, sitting in parking lots, doing my thing, or waiting to do my thing, I should say. The Instagram feeds me, you know, the fucking the algorithm just feeds me something, and this one was kind of shocking and annoying because I do like to think of myself, like to kind of like pat myself on the back, saying, at this point, listen to me. At this point, there's nothing that could fucking shock me, nothing that could rattle me, nothing that will make me go, oh fucking shit. But of course, there always is something that can make you go, oh fucking shit. Like how did I not see this? And the problem with pursuing fucking truth at all costs is that you eventually stumble across things that you accepted unquestioningly, uncritically many decades ago, and then you run across it from a new direction. You see or hear it in a different way, and you're like, "Fuck! What the fuck?" Like, oh man! Like I thought my coverage was perfect. I thought my defense was perfect. You know, you're like Tyson Fury. You're thinking, I'm the Gypsy King. And then fucking Alexander Usyk comes in and beats the fucking shit out of you. And if it wasn't for the fucking referee, you'd have been laid out cold on the canvas. By the way, I used to be a Tyson Fury fan. He should have quit after the Wilder trilogy, but he's a dude that's worth $150 million that doesn't want to leave the spotlight, but he also doesn't want to do what it takes to fucking beat the guys that are out there. And his performance against Francis Ngannou was shit, and his performance against Alexander Usyk recently, this weekend, yesterday, was absolutely shit. And so now Alexander Usyk is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, even though Tyson Fury outweighed him by 40 fucking pounds. You got to know when your moment is over. You have to know, like, timing is everything. Timing is everything. Go out on top. If at all possible, you need to fucking go out on top. As warm as that spotlight is, it can be taken from you in the blink of an eye. And the illusion of it, like sports ball guy going, well, I need TV screens to learn the markets and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, how much money would you need to never look at TV again? And that's an idea outside his ability to fucking, like, it's something he never thought about. Can you imagine living a life without any television in your home? That's how I only have this smartphone, little small screen, which I dominate. I decide what I look at, what I don't look at. I block what I don't like, etc., etc., and on and on. On and on it goes. And this is better for your mental health than maybe any fucking thing you can do, with the exception being rigorous exercise, which I suggest everyone should do daily, because it helps you in countless ways. That having been said, um, it's extremely hard, you know, to talk to people without you yourself having to be so kind of like dishonest, because you have to. What do you have to do? You have to fucking you have to reduce the power down to their fucking level, and you're like, oh shit. You realize that you're not having an honest conversation at all. But whatever, this is a polite chat. So, man, let me try and think of where I gotta fucking start. Where the fuck do I want to start? Um, One of the things that you people are looking at this channel and going, "What are you talking about finance? What are you talking about real estate? Blah 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 blah." The reason why this is important. Who's in the comments now? Judas Fly Chai, uh, base Persian mission guy. Welcome, sir. Have not seen you in a while. Love the title of the stream. It is, in fact, an excellent title. There could be numerous of these. Because, dude, you have any idea how fucking hard it is to think of a 3-word title that sounds like a movie title every fucking week. It's an enormous burden on my mental faculties. And I've been struggling with this for quite some time. So I'm like, fuck it, recycle some old ones and just put part 2. Everything in Hollywood is like a remake. Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 5, Rocky 17. Get the, maybe like, at some point, I think I have been creative enough and stimulating enough so that like people go like, all right, dude, like for like 5 years fucking straight with these fucking whack titles. Finally, he's recycling shit. So you got to recycle shit. Just because that's a reality. I'm a human being and I have limitations. Judas Fly Chai, base Persian Mission guy. I'm good at movie titles. Well, listen, you can email me. Where can you email me? Do I have my email up here? You can email me. I haven't posted my email in a while. You can email me with all your 3-word movie title ideas, which I can use for live streams and go nowhere with. Go to my 5 subscribers, the 20 federal agencies that watch me, and the rest of the fucking AI and fucking bots that are just recording this to try and make a synthetic STFU James in the future in order to convince some fucking white kid to do a terrorism or an anti-Semitism so they can burn the Constitution and create the fucking perfect America, unlike the crappy, imperfect America we currently live in. Am I right? Am I right? All right. Wow, something positive in terms of people thinking we don't have an effect. I assure you we have an effect. The largest fast food chain in America has lost 7 billion, that's 7 billion with the B, dollars over the Israel boycott. That's their chief financial officer. Keep hurting them, hurt them forever. Hurt them forever. Understand that these people, right, are essentially, they're communists. They want to see you die starving and homeless in a cardboard box. And I know what you're thinking, but STFU James, I'm already a gay communist who lives in a cardboard box, and I worship Adolf Hitler, hoping that he comes back and saves me from the Jews and the Negroes. Well, I would like to inspire you to maybe be more than that in life. I would like you to think like, hey, maybe I was born to be more than just a gay communist living in a cardboard box on the side of the road, worshiping the ghost of Adolf Hitler. Maybe, fingers crossed, we could do better than that. That is my residual boomer Americanism that thinks that, hey, we could do better than this. Judas Fleischai, all my movie ideas are about Nazis and Middle East conflicts. Okay, Judas Fleischai, I remember this. This is me remembering when I was in London. Chip chip cheerio. Because I'm a big international traveler guy. When I was in London in January, I was in this place. I don't know if I mentioned it. It was a Greek restaurant called Andy's Taverna in Camden Town. And I ordered the stuffed peppers. Do not do that. They were horrible. They were like fucking zero flavor. I wanted to kill myself. I could not have made myself less unhappy. The starters and everything else was good, but the main was a disaster. That having been said, over there in the corner were 3 Utes. Did you say Utes? Excuse me, youths. One of which was an American Jewish girl and her 2 Euro friends. And they're having dinner, and the waiters are coming and going with all the dishes, and they're like oohing and ahhing and fucking getting all fucking googly eyed. And I'm like, fuck, I picked the worst thing on the fucking menu. That's literally, I would take you out in the back of the fucking village and shoot you for serving this. But whatever, this is where I am. The bread was nice. The house white wine was nice. Everything was fucking nice. But the fucking main was like literally like flavors. You live, you learn. So they're chatting, blah, 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 life in Europe versus America. And this Jewish chick, and I know 100% she was Jewish, is out of the fucking blue. They're just chatting. Oh, have you been here? Have you been there? They're like well-to-do, upper middle class, doing the Euro thing, 20-somethings. And this fucking chick out of the fucking blue goes, did you know Adolf Hitler got his ideas about the racial supremacy from America in the 1920s? And her 2 companions, one was a gay guy, and then there was some chick who probably maybe has a future if she can get away from the gay guy and the Jew broad. But they were like literally there was like that boom, like what the fuck? Like what did we just hit in this conversation? Where did this fucking come from? And she goes on and on about this for like 3 fucking minutes. And I'm sitting there like by myself in the fucking corner of this restaurant going, like, am I losing my fucking mind? Like how can you just not fucking, can you just sit and have dinner with your friends without fucking mentioning your psychotic obsessions? Is that possible? Is it possible for you? And the answer for them is no, it's not possible. It isn't possible. This was in January. So, when everywhere you look, around every corner, behind every blade of grass, behind every fucking tree and under every fucking rock, you see, the person who's going to come get you. That's really because you're planning bad shit, right? There's bad shit in your head and you're just projecting it out. And this is what these fucking people do. So they do it nonstop. And I thought, wow, like, do you understand why nobody wants to fucking eat dinner with you? Like, do you understand that sitting and having a meal, especially if you're paying for it at a restaurant, is supposed to be like a happy occasion, something you enjoy, not something where you fucking contemplate miserable fucking genocidal things. You're just supposed to enjoy the food and the company. Do you fucking get that? No, they do not. These people will insist on being miserable cocksuckers from now till the end of time. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is what we're dealing with. And these bloodthirsty fucking murder cultists run the fucking world. All right. I've been on a nuclear tear. Nukes, 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 nukes. Did you know that Slovakia, I don't know, is this where Trump's wife is from? I can't remember. Slovakia plans to build a new nuclear reactor. That's a country that's like this fucking big. It's probably, the entire country is like the same size as my fucking apartment. Here in America, they're going to reopen a nuclear power plant in the Palisades. That's not the Palisades off the coast of New Jersey. It is somewhere else. And I had to fucking, oh, here's here's the deeper detail. They're going to add 2 more reactors to the existing reactor that they're going to reopen. They're going to reopen. Isn't that fucking amazing? So, what do we need all this juice for? What do we need all this juice for? The answer is AI. AI and robots, they're going to come and fix every fucking thing, but they're really not going to fix everything. Where's the, I don't know. No. God damn it. Oh, fucking shit. They had a thing on, they're literally calling back retired fucking engineers to come and restart these old reactors. James, what did the Indians do to you? Which Indians? You talking about the fucking the red feather fucking Indians or the red dot fucking Indians? Which Indians, Judith Fletchai? Which Indians? 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. I don't know what they did to me. They didn't do anything. They just laid there in a row. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians. There was a song we used to sing when it was okay to be racist. Hey, guess what? It's still okay to be racist. All right, so all this nuclear shit just doesn't fucking stop. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop anywhere, anytime. Oyster Creek, this is in New Jersey. The oldest nuclear power plant in the US could become a green energy park. Say what? A green energy park. See, nuclear power is not dangerous or scary. It's not going to make you have webbed feet and a third eye in the middle of your head. It's not going to make you glow green and die in 3 days. It's fun. It's a park, right? And all of this happens. All of this happens as soon as the people who control the media tell you. However, there is kind of something stronger than nuclear power. Apparently, the White House believes that a Bitcoin mine near a U.S. nuclear missile base has to be shut down because a bunch of chinks mining Bitcoin is somehow a threat to an Air Force base with nukes in. And you're saying, okay, oh, it's Biden, this and that, and Biden's scared. Biden isn't scared of anything because he doesn't know what's going on. Well, he's scared of everything, probably. But how big of a fucking deal is this? This is how fucking big it is, right? The nation state of England says, welcome to the United Kingdom. Please hand over your crypto. An April change to the United Kingdom's law will allow authorities to treat crypto like other assets, seizing it without accusing the suspects of wrongdoing. So they're not talking about shitcoins, right? They're not talking about Shiba Inu or fucking Dogecoin. Trust me, when they say seizing crypto, what they mean is Bitcoin. The nation state of England is going to seize your Bitcoin. And what are they going to do with it? What will they do? Well, one of the things they do will be destroy it. They will destroy it. Oh, how dare you, evil criminals, come into our England, the green and pleasant land, with this evil crypto. We'll destroy it. And they were asked, how will you destroy it? How will the crypto be destroyed? And they said, well, it's not really clear how we'll do this, chaps. We will, I don't know, pour a cup of tea on it or something. I don't know, hit it with a cucumber sandwich. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. They're going to destroy your Bitcoin. If you come into England, right, holding your fucking like this, you're like, hello, English authorities, MI6, MI5, or whatever, all that. Like, hello, I just want to pass through. You'll let me through, right? Because you're going to be carrying this thing like this. They're going to seize this from you, and they're going to destroy it. Well, newsflash, that's a signing device. The Bitcoin is not inside that little plastic device. And if you're traveling with your 12 or 24 word seed phrase, they're going to seize that from you, which they can take your Bitcoin, but they can't destroy your Bitcoin. So, they keep saying crypto, but crypto is a crypto code for Bitcoin because they ain't going to seize your fucking Shiba Inu coin or whatever fucking shit coin you just got fucking rugged on. Judas Chai, Dothead Indians. Dothead Indians are listen, they're just street shitters and they're horrible people. They're horrible, horrible, horrible people to deal with. I would fucking, I learned my love for Chinamen, and I mean that in a general sense, for chinks, slant eyes, slopes, dinks, goops, in the taxi business. And in the taxi business, here's what happens. A Chinaman comes up to you, or a China woman, or a Korean, or what it doesn't matter. They are Filipino, all the same. And they say to you, when you're in the taxi, anyway, you have to put yourself not in your mansion smoking weed, but imagine you actually have a job. You have to work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Imagine that. I know it's crazy, but let the smoke of indica carry you into this fantasy, right? A chink will come up to you with a suitcase and say, how much from here to the airport, all in, meaning tolls, tip, everything, everything. And you give them a number. It doesn't matter what the number is, $50, $60, $110, whatever the fuck the number is. And they're going to think. And if it's a good price, they'll go, okay. And they will put their bags in the trunk of your car. They get in your car. They will fucking pay you the minute they get in the car. The minute they're sitting, you didn't even go start to the airport yet. They're going to hand you the cash. Done. They did their part. They paid for the ride. Now you do your part. Drive to the fucking airport. So I say, okay, that's kind of like a chinky thing to do. That's the way the chinks operate. But what about the Indians? What about the dotheads? What about the curry munching street shitters that have been imported by the millions into the United States? What about them? They fucking call you to the house. You get to the house and they say, oh, by the way, how much to get to the airport? And you say blank, whatever the fuck it is, doesn't matter what the price is. And they go, but how come that guy charges less? And you go, huh? What do you mean? But this company over here charges less. I don't know. That's their price. Our price to the airport is $65. Yeah, but he charges 50. Why did you call us if you want to pay? If you want to pay 50, pay 50. Call him. What? Yeah, but why can't you charge me 50? Because our price, the company's set price. I don't set the price. It's $65. Yeah, but that guy charges 50. And round and fucking round this goes. Before they even get in the fucking car, you're arguing. Before you get in the fucking car, you're arguing with them. On and on it goes. They come out with 8 fucking suitcases, 14 fucking people, and they want all this to fit in one fucking vehicle, right? And if you got to call a second vehicle, they go, oh, it's still $55, right? Or $65. Like, no, it's $65 per car. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, goodness. They make every fucking simple, bog simple, everyday transaction. They make it into a situation where you want to commit mass fucking murder. That's why I don't like them. And they smell bad. Everybody knows they smell bad. You blue-collared goyim giving me a culture shock. Can you imagine what you're going to have to do? Judas Flychild, you're younger than me, right? The robots aren't going to come clean your fucking toilets. They're not going to do anything to you. You're going to have to do all the shit we do. Because at some point, we're going to go, fuck you. We're not playing anymore. When we say, fuck you, we're not playing anymore, and you cannot make us starving and homeless, what the fuck are you going to do? You're into all of your people, millions around the world. What are you going to do? Do you know which end of a shovel to pick up if you had fucking 3 tries? I don't think so. I do not think so. You will watch the replay. All right, sir. I realize you have more important things to smoke, but I've paid you enough attention. All right. So where the fuck was I? England's going to confiscate your fucking Bitcoin. They're going to confiscate your Bitcoin. Yeah, sure they will. Of course they will. Do you understand how desperate they are? Tell me you don't know fuck all about Bitcoin without telling me you don't know fuck all about Bitcoin. So the people that currently run the world think that think that Bitcoin, which is an asset that exists in the digital world that you cannot fucking seize and you cannot inflate away, is the same as this. They think it's the same as real estate. We describe it that way, but as digital real estate or digital property, but that's as close as we can get you to what it is, right? Here's a story about commercial real estate. Fort Worth's tallest building, that's Fort Worth, Texas, sells for just $12.3 million at auction in a stunning drop. The auction where the building sold for $12.3 million just 3 years after it was sold for $137.5 million. So real estate, commercial real estate, is a shitcoin, right? You're going to get rugged and you're going to lose 90 fucking percent of your money. And you go, oh, that's in Fort Worth, Texas. Who wants to live in Fort Worth? You know, that's probably some dumb redneck dude who's fucking cows inside the barn, and when nobody's looking. The real super smart Judas Fleisch's cousins of New York City would never find themselves in that situation, right? Well, hold on, I got a video. Ready? This is about 1 minute 21 seconds of super smart mega Jews from New York and their issues with real estate.
Billionaire Charles Cohen is facing another blow to his massive portfolio. Cohen Brothers Realty's lender, Fortress Investment Group, is moving forward with a $548 million foreclosure on the equity interest tied to a wide-ranging portfolio, which includes a redevelopment site in New York, a hotel in South Florida, and 50 movie theaters. It's just the latest headache for Cohen, who last month was reported to be late on $966 million in debt. But what led to Cohen's CRE crash? Signs of trouble emerged in mid-2020 when it was reported Cohen owed about $1 billion in commercial mortgage-backed securities debt across his 12 million square foot portfolio. The billionaire landlord was reported in October of 2023 to have fallen delinquent on $635 million in loans backed by New York City office properties. Included in the mix was 750 Lexington, home to Cohen Brothers' office. The $130 million in loans tied to 750 Lexington landed in special servicing in November. At two other properties, 805 3rd Avenue and 3 Park Avenue, Cohen managed to dig himself out of delinquency, bringing the loans current in February. But by March, Fortress alleged Cohen defaulted on $534 million in debt tied to 7 additional properties. Fortress's foreclosure is among the largest, if not the largest, UCC foreclosure of all time, and the auction is set for July 1st. Keep up with more real estate financial news when you follow The Real Deal.
And I know you think, I don't give a shit about real estate. I understand you don't give a shit about real estate. I don't give a shit about rich Jews who own real estate. I get that. But you need to see the connections, right? They don't pay off those buildings. They don't pay those mortgages. The banks get stuck with bad mortgages. The banks go under, right? Bank runs, panic in the fucking street. What happens? What's going to happen? What do you think the government response will be?
We print it digitally, so.
Yes, that's right. The money printer go burr. They're going to get fucking bailed out because you can't have you can't have the market crash. You can't have all of the banks in America go under at the same time. Okay. So that means the federal government springs into action to save these motherfuckers. Now there's still empty fucking buildings that are now worthless. They're worth 10%, maybe less than 10% of what people fucking think they are. All right. Rescue the billionaires, rescue the elites is going to become the fucking nonstop activity of the entire fucking federal government. And that's going to change the politics and culture enormously with what's currently happening. When too big to fail is 10 times bigger today than it was in 2008. Yeah, that's going to be kind of a fucking big deal. And remember, Bitcoin was born out of the 2008 financial crisis, which was just residential real estate. It wasn't giant office towers. And so, yeah, things could get interesting as fuck really fast. Like and when I say really fast, I mean in the next 2 to 3 years. That's what I mean by really fast. And that's going to change. That's going to change politics enormously. You're going to need a savior. Is it going to be Zion Don, or is it going to be? Are they going to have to find a fucking new one? I don't know. I don't really know. What's going on? Let's see. You remember Vanguard mutual funds. They're like, we're not going to fuck that Bitcoin shit. We're not going to do that Bitcoin ETF. And the CEO had to leave. Well, their new CEO apparently is in favor of Bitcoin ETFs. Can you imagine that? Do you remember when I told you we're not asking permission and we're going to fucking destroy everything, right? We took out the CEO of Vanguard and he's now been replaced, surprise, surprise, with a guy who's pro Bitcoin ETFs. Isn't that fucking amazing? Isn't that a fucking amazing coincidence? And how did we do it? We don't have nuclear weapons. We don't have airplanes, drones, ships, or fucking tanks. But still, somehow we fucking win, right? Somehow we fucking win. But wait, couldn't there be some competition, James? James, isn't it possible you're just some drunken psychopath in a one-bedroom apartment in New Jersey? Well, that's possible, but it's not very likely. It's not very likely because those of you thinking, oh, but you don't understand, outside America. I've been outside America, by the way, twice. There's nations that they don't care about money and they don't their nationalism and all they care about is skin color and what fucking how you drink your tea. It's all fucking delusional bullshit. But the BRICS, do you remember BRICS was going to launch a currency backed by gold? Well, that apparently, I don't know, they've given up on that idea. Now BRICS is going to launch a decentralized financial system to end the US dollar. Decentralized money. Decentralized money. Boy, oh boy, I wonder where they got that idea. Boy, that's a fucking head scratcher, huh? Yeah, and they're going to do this any fucking day now. Any day now they're going to get, right? They're just going to launch. We're going to do this, don't you? Well, you better be careful. Yeah, sure. All right. Sure. Where else? Where the fuck am I going to tell? All right, let's go with this chick. This is that, like, she's got a Russian name, but she took off her glasses. She looks better. This is I don't care, remember what this woman's name is, but there's a chance she could get a man. And I hope she does because she's a smart chick. She's a pretty smart chick. But in terms of other people making a more normie-friendly case for why Bitcoin, this is, what's her name? Is like Naomi something. I can't remember her name. You can Google her probably.
The primary audience for these human rights activists is actually not the dictators in their country. They know those people don't care. Their primary audience is political elite in the West. They're in Brussels. They're in DC. They're telling their stories over and over again. Please don't weaponize AML KYC because it's people like me who suffer. It's people like me who get debanked. These policymakers, they listen, they nod gravely, they congratulate them, and then they just continue on building the very same surveillance regime these people are escaping from. And so what are they doing? They're just using Bitcoin. Like, they're not asking for permission. Alexei Navalny's funeral expenses were paid in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the only cash that the Anti-Corruption Foundation had that wasn't seized by the Russian state. That's just one example. And so it's fine to engage with policymakers. It's important. It's good to tell your story. But at the end of the day, building orthogonal institutions that cannot be captured is the only way to reclaim your liberty.
I had to fucking Google what orthogonal meant. I know what octagonal means, but I don't know what orthogonal meant. But it means at right angles, and it means this has no effect on that. So what she's saying is that at the end of the day, you don't ask permission, you just fucking do it. Bitcoin doesn't ask for permission, right? We just fucking win. We just fucking smash all our fucking enemies. And we're going to smash our enemies for fucking ever. You don't have a fucking chance against us. You really truly do not have a chance against us. Everybody knows, you know, how I fucking hate. Let's do these next two videos. One is 25 seconds, one is 50 seconds. One shows you, all right, I should do the longer one first. I should probably do the longer one first. You know, what does America look like? Well, it depends on where you're looking and when you're looking, but the ugly parts are getting bigger and bigger, and lasting for longer and longer. So somebody posted this like on Instagram, and they said this is like fucking the Blade Runner, the original Blade Runner movie, the original Blade Runner dystopia, but without the cool stuff.
It's really nice and warm out here, boys. We outside with it, man. How's it going, big dog? How's it going?
So that's another one of those cars spinning in the middle of an intersection, take over things. You know, you've seen them before, but they're just everywhere, nonstop. There's law enforcement isn't even fucking pretending to stop them. And the more you succeed in anything, the more encouraged you are to continue doing it. So when I say this stuff is going to grow, it's going to fucking grow. As long as, you know, there's electricity and the fuel trucks deliver fuel, but you know, at some point all that shit's got to be cleaned up, and exactly who does that and what that looks like, I promise you it's not going to be AI, and I promise you it's not going to be fucking robots. Real human fucking people are going to have to go in there with heavy equipment to fucking like little bulldozers and shit to put that underground somewhere, somehow. And we are still a long way away from that. A very long way away from that. The bright future that they tell you is coming is not fucking coming anytime soon. And even the present, the fucking virtue signaling present, is an abject failure. And here's another. This is the shorter version. This is the shorter video, 25-second video, showing you that human incentive, right? The desire for quick and easy gain overcomes all your virtue signaling bullshit.
Cut all the Tesla charging cables. You would think that it's a protest or some symbol of activism, but it's not. It's the Bay Area. These things have a load of copper in them. They're gonna recycle them and cash them in.
The Tesla charging stations, those cables have copper in them. You can sell copper as scrap metal, and people just cut the fucking cables and take the scrap metal. Oh, that's Oakland, that's the Bay Area. I promise you it's more areas than you think, and it's going to happen in more places than you fucking think, more often than you fucking think. It's kind of a fucking big deal. It's kind of a big deal. What are we gonna do? I gotta do. Fuck! I'm trying to think of all these fucking videos I got. Which ones are more appropriate? I'm getting a little bit lost in the sauce, not too lost in the sauce. But this fits with the Russian chick saying, you know what? Building orthogonal organizations. The fuck did she say? Anyway, Peru's big hidden Bitcoin revolution in Peru. Yes, Machu Picchu, llamas, big fucking pyramids where they used to cut people's heads off. That Peru which actually Peruvian food is actually pretty good, believe it or not. There is a Bitcoin revolution. There's like a little El Salvador inside Peru. They're not asking permission. They're just exchanging value using their cell phones in the fucking mountains of Peru, and the government can go fuck itself. And you say, oh, James, you always show these third world examples. America's on its way to being the third world. Did you see the video of the dystopia without the cool stuff, without the flying cars and the hot robot chicks all over the place? Yeah, that's America's on its way towards that. And it has nothing to do with brown-skinned people crossing the Rio Grande. It has everything to do with the money being devalued to the point where you start to think, oh, fuck it, I'll just cut that cable and take there's copper in that thing, and I can go make enough money to fucking get lunch. I can put some more fiat in my pocket if I just take out a fucking penknife and use a little fucking elbow grease. All right. So what else? Let's kill our heroes. Let us do what do we fucking start this out with? We started this out with kill your heroes. So James, you're like, you fucking promise, but you don't fucking deliver. All right, okay, steady, easy, calm down. Here, let's get out the props. Here is where we put the knife in St. Michael of Bitcoin, St. Michael Saylor. It's a 52-second clip. I'm not going to play the whole clip. I'm going to cut it, but I'm going to show you how fucking Michael Saylor is is the hero you need to fucking kill.
In my experience, the best investments, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, they're investments everybody needs, nobody can stop, but nobody understands. And they're scary. Bitcoin is digital money. It's something everybody needs, nobody can stop, but a lot of people don't understand.
Okay, so he said the best investments are Apple, Amazon, Google, right? Oh, really? So he talks about the Magnificent Seven stocks, which is Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Netflix, Tesla, and NVIDIA, right? Except of those, only NVIDIA, the company founded by the chink who cleans toilets, matters, because all the rest of them don't fucking matter. What do you mean, James? Well, in terms of who needs what chips to do what, okay? Who needs what chips going forward in the next 10 fucking years? Let's take a look at this. This is one of those financial shows. NVIDIA versus its competition.
Pat, let's end on AI accelerators. Gaudi is on track for 500 million this year. AMD's MI300X will probably do 3.5 billion, and Nvidia with its generations will do 40 billion. You've said that choice is important, and also the CPU is important, and I accept that. Many share it, but do you see a clear?
Okay, so Nvidia is doing $40 billion worth of AI chips this year. Its closest competition is doing 3.5. That means NVIDIA is 10x, 1,000% greater than its nearest competition. But Michael Saylor goes, oh, all these great companies, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Netflix, Tesla. Really, Michael? What does Google need? Does it, I mean, aside from the need to spy on you? Google spies on you and records all the data in what? Data centers. What do the data centers need? Chips. Who makes the chips? NVIDIA. Amazon. Amazon knows what you want to buy even before you fucking buy it. And Amazon can deliver everything to you. And they can store all this data somewhere. And what keeps all this fucking data organized? Chips. And who makes the chips? NVIDIA. Microsoft, right? Do they run on chips? Yes. Does Tesla run on chips? Netflix, all those video files on Netflix, does it run on fucking chips? Yeah, and whose chips do they fucking run on? NVIDIA chips. The chink who fucking cleans toilets, or who used to clean toilets, right, has the business that all of the other magnificent seven depend on. Because it doesn't matter if Amazon is Amazon or Google's Google or whatever, or Netflix or Tesla. None of the, like, who's the top company doesn't fucking matter. They all need the fucking chips that this fucking slant-eyed goop motherfucker makes. And that's why Congress has passed the CHIPS Act. They're going to give all kinds of money to AMD and Intel to build the AI chips of the future. By the way, they were supposed to be built in Ohio, in a new factory in Ohio, but Intel said they don't want to build a factory in Ohio because Ohio has a state law that says if you're a family and you become impregnated, you have to get 6 months paid maternity leave, and Intel don't want to pay for it. Now, mind you, Intel's made like $90 billion over the last 10 years, mostly through stock buybacks, but they don't want to pay out maternity leave to those filthy whores who refuse to swallow. Okay, so the chip manufacturing now, instead of 60 billion or whatever, the CHIPS Act, the only federal act in history, has been shrunk down in size and dollar amount, and the chips are now going to be made in Japan, which is probably 3/4 of the reason why we bailed out the Bank of Japan by giving them free money a couple of days ago. So, you know, because in Japan they don't have, you know, they're not going to do their family leave thing. So Intel, about to receive $60 billion of American taxpayer largesse, said, no, we're not. We have to pay a little bit of that out to some fucking pregnant fucking whore. We're not going to do this. So they moved everything to Japan. Oh, well. And still, they think they're going to beat the chink who cleans toilets. Now, I personally believe that the chink who cleans toilets is going to win this fucking race. And you go, James, I don't know, really? Google is founded by Sergey Brin. He's brilliant. He's Russian, Jewish. He's Russian, and he went to Stanford. Well, Sergey Brin went to Stanford, and Jensen Huang, the toilet cleaning chink, also went to Stanford. Amazingly, both became CEOs. Amazing. Although Sergey Brin and his partner received $100,000 from some unnamed beneficiary while they were still in college. Basically, somebody walked in and handed them a bag of fucking fiat so they could start their business. Okay, so which one's better? Pay attention. I don't think this doesn't have a whole lot of audio. This might be some audio on this, but it's a 51-second visualization of Jensen Huang, the toilet cleaning chink, versus Sergey Brin, the world's smartest Russian Jew. You ready? 51 seconds. So, you want to go on a little bit of a rocket ride? You want to go on a roller coaster? It's a roller coaster to fucking Mars. But who won that race? Who won that race? They both went to Stanford at the same time. One was gifted a 6-figure fucking income before they even left their dorm room. The other one was cleaning toilets at Denny's. Who won the fucking race? And who needs who? Who needs who? My money, literally, by the way, I own like 4 shares of NVIDIA. My money is on the chink. Now, you can go, but Jews are smarter and they work harder. By the way, the chink has 2 white guys as partners, and they're actual white guys. One's a Polak, and the other one's something else. I don't know what the other guy is. Who's going to fucking win this race? For real, right? The brilliance when I would listen to this guy, Jensen Huang, and the reason why I pay attention, and this is why, like, how does Michael Saylor not know this? How the fuck does Michael Saylor not understand that Bitcoin is mined using NVIDIA GPUs? How does he miss that? How does he miss that? Selective attention. Michael Saylor was a guy who, listen, he was a upper middle class guy, part of the military industrial complex, Air Force brat, right? Got to see how much money the U.S. government spent on jet fighters and radar systems and blah, 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 right? And when he was young, he's like, no, I want to be a hero. I want to fight a pilot and save America from the evil commies, whatever the fuck he thought he was going to do. When that didn't happen, he's like, okay, I'll just become a rich dude. And having seen where the fucking money flows come from, he went into, contracting for the government and made $80 gazillion. Well, he made $6 billion, which was a lot of money. It was a lot of money, especially in the year 2000. And then they took it from him like this. He went from 6 billion, he crashed down to 500 million. And I know what you're saying. Jesus Christ, James, 500 million is pretty high up the mountain top. Well, not when you fall from 6 billion to 8. And to Saylor's credit, he had the resilience to fucking come back. He's now almost back where he used to be, like in terms of he knew what worked. He knew technology was still a thing. He didn't go into coke and whores and fucking alcohol. He just went right back to work and he rebuilt himself. And kudos to him for doing that, and then he figured out Bitcoin. But when the Bitcoiners, who were fucking extreme psychopaths from the jump, realized that gaming GPUs or NVIDIA graphic processing units mined Bitcoin faster, they started buying them, right? NVIDIA didn't start out thinking, oh, we're going to be a Bitcoin company. It just so happens that one of their products is what mines Bitcoin best. And still to this day, still what mines Bitcoin best. And somehow, St. Michael, the super genius of Bitcoin, missed that. And he says, oh, Apple's a great company. Not without NVIDIA chips in it. Google's a great company. Not without NVIDIA chips in it. And like, if I wanted to dick ride a billionaire, like, ooh, I'll jump on the bandwagon and dick ride a billionaire. Oh, he's playing 4D chess. He knows things that we don't know. No, he just doesn't fucking see it. I know about selective attention, and he literally does not. Somehow he fucking misses this. And this is the most amazing thing. For me, sitting back, I go, how the fuck do you fucking miss this? How do you fucking miss this? He missed it. I got another video here, 1 minute, 25 seconds. It's another one of those graphs, right? Charts and graphs. You gotta look at it. You can't just listen. Minute 25 seconds. I think it's NVIDIA stock, Bitcoin price, and gold price. Gold is represented by the red line. Why? I don't know. Bitcoin is represented by the gold line. Again, probably not appropriate. And NVIDIA stock, I think, is the blue line. But yeah, here's a visualization showing how closely tied NVIDIA is to the price of Bitcoin. Take a look.
There was a light in this town. It had a really nice
So how do you miss that? Right? The yellow line is Bitcoin and the blue line, I forgot what it was Nvidia stock. Gold going at the fucking, just the bottom feeding as per usual. How the fuck do you miss that? Well, the thing is, you're a sailor and you were a multi-billionaire, and then you know, like, it's a bad knock. Like, losing 90% of your fortune is like, imagine you losing 90% of what you have now. That's a terrible psychological blow, and to overcome that and to look back and see what it really meant is tough, because you're probably just trying to catch up. But the dick riding of billionaires is maybe the least flattering thing you can do in your life. And Saylor, listen, I think the guy's right. I know the guy's right about a bunch of things. He's got a lot of it right, but there's a lot of shit he's missing. He just misses it. He's not playing 4D chess. He's not trying to cover for fucking Jensen Huang because they're afraid, you know, he's afraid Jensen Huang's going to shoot himself in the back of the head twice. I don't think that's it. He just doesn't see it. Like, he's, you know, again, Air Force brat. So he's like, probably like, you know, pro-America, sees the flag, gets all fucking retarded about it. The great American companies like Google, he doesn't realize that Sergey Brin is a Jew from Russia. You know what I mean? The great American companies like Amazon. I know, have I got some shit on Amazon? Oh my God, have I got some shit on Amazon? Stay with me here. But he misses it. He just fucking misses it. And you have to understand, everybody, myself included, selective attention means you're gonna get certain things. You're gonna stay focused on certain things, and you're gonna understand certain things, and you're gonna miss others. So shifting your perspective, shifting your philosophical view is fucking important, because there might be some really important shit that you're fucking missing. So if things aren't working for you, if things are, you know, if it's just not working, the problem is you aren't focusing on the right things. I insult this audience all the time. I tell you, you're a bunch of homosexual communists living in cardboard boxes, and that's probably true for some of you. But you, flattering you, somebody blowing smoke up your ass doesn't fucking help, right? Somebody telling you hard truths where you have to fucking, where you decide, fuck no, I'm gonna fucking push back against that. That sparks something in you, and that's what you need, right? It's not asking for permission. It's not waiting for a fucking savior. It's impossible for me sitting in front of this fucking camera to come up with an, you know, to write a fucking prescription. You know, oh, here's the prescription to fix your life. I cannot possibly figure out how to fix your life, what's wrong with it, or how to solve your problems. I can't do that. What I can do is show you the principles that work to help fucking that people use to succeed. And that one of the most dangerous things you can do is hero worship. That is the most fucking dangerous thing to you, because you're going to lose time. You're going to lose time that you never get back, right? Fucking sports bull, bro, with this fucking, the markets, I got to have TV, blah, 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 blah. Donald Trump's going to fucking, he's really an outsider. Like, you'll never get that time back. You know, the time that I believed that Ronald Reagan was great and all the dopey shit I believed in the 80s and 90s, I'll never get that back. Like that, I could have used that time and energy to do something to improve my life, but it's gone and I can't make it come back. And so part of what I'm hoping to do, by being as harsh as I sometimes am, is to cut you away from the comfortable fucking shit that is truly stealing what you cannot fucking replace, which is your time, which is your fucking time. It is way, way, way more important than you think. And you're being fucking, Christ, for being fucking gaslit. All right, so where are we gonna go? We gotta go talk about little Jeffrey. Little Jeffrey Bezos, you know him. You know what I'm talking about, my man's Jeffrey Bezos, right? Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? 3.4 billion to start what? Hold on. Stand by. What is this? Oh yeah, U.S. to start 3.4 billion buy up of domestic nuclear reaction fuel. Aid. This fits with what I'm going to do in a minute. Aid to help restart dormant domestic nuclear fuel. Right? I showed that one already. Okay. By the way, the chinks, not every chink is a genius. In Indonesia, I'm surrounded by Indonesia. I just was talking one about fixing motorcycles the other day. Indonesia civil society groups raise concerns over proposed Borneo nuclear reactor. Borneo's not even close to Jakarta. What do you even give a fuck? If everyone on Borneo died, no one would know for 65 fucking years. Oh yeah. Borneo is where they do that fucking give us your 6-year-old son so we can sperm rape him until he's a man. That's fucking Borneo and cannibals. Like, you know, I wish they would fucking build a nuclear reactor there and fucking blow it up so that everyone dies. Fucking island inhabited by monsters. Okay. If you find this sort of stuff, if you dig, and it's tougher to find these days than it ever was, you can find this. This is what Patricia Webb at Real, whatever the fuck. I can't see, it's too small. Now, Real Patricia Webb at Real Patricia Webb on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. There has been speculation that DARPA, Defense Appropriation Research Project Agency, has been involved in the creation of many popular big tech companies using frontmen for the illusion of a startup led by outsiders. Like, I don't know, Sam Altman, the gayest motherfucker on God's green earth, who goes, UBI, Universal Computing. That's my idea. Shut up, you fucking sperm-sucking homo. Okay, so what? Well, who's the richest man on the planet? Here's a question for the audience. Write your comments. Write it in the comments. Who's the richest man on the planet Earth? Why? It's the Portuguese guy, wink, wink, Portuguese guy named Jeff Bezos, who was like the fucking youngest VP ever at what the fuck, Lehman Brothers or Bear Stearns or wherever the fuck he worked on Wall Street. And he, oh boy, the plucky entrepreneur that he was coming from Wall Street as a plucky entrepreneur, started Amazon with $300,000 he borrowed in his garage or some shit like that. The only people that have $300,000 in the garage are Colombian drug lords. Okay. Where did it all come from? Where the fuck what's up with this Jeffrey Bezos? Here's what's up with Jeffrey Bezos. This is LP Guys, GISE, was Jeff Bezos's grandfather. In the 1950s, he helped found what would become DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, in the early 1950s, and headed the AEC, the Atomic Energy Commission, a 7-state, 26,000 employee operation. I went after his FBI file. What if it has existed? It has been destroyed. Jeff Bezos's grandfather was the head of the Atomic Energy Commission and one of the founders of DARPA, the richest man in the world. Do you fucking remember when I told you Jeff Bezos bought a nuclear power plant in Pennsylvania? What a fucking coincidence. Not only was your grandfather the head of the nuclear fucking agency that ran America in the 1950s, but you're the richest man in the world who just fucking happened just by a nuclear power. What are the fucking chances, huh, Goy? You know, he's just smarter than you, and he works harder. That's all it is. That's all it really is. If you were just smarter and you fucking worked hard, right? So here's the thing about this AI and all this robotics, which is going to fail, right? This is a chip manufacturing capacity projected to triple by 2032, fueled by the CHIPS Act. That's using American taxpayer dollars to take Sergey Brin and Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos and all these fucking frontmen to beat a chink who cleans toilets. And unfucking ironically, my money is on the chink who cleans toilets. Right? One of the things about Jensen Huang that he tells his people in his company is that you need to learn to fail. Now, for poor people, that's easy because we learned that. We learned it early on. But this is what Jensen Huang tells them. You need to learn to fail quickly and inexpensively. Because Jensen Huang figured out that big, expensive failures kill companies. But if you have the American taxpayer dollar, like if you have the public treasury as a pool of capital that you can constantly pour into more failure, the CHIPS Act number 2, CHIPS Act number 3. Eventually, we're going to get this chink, motherfucker. No, you ain't going to catch the chink. Now, mind you, Jensen Huang said stupid shit. He said dumb shit. He said, this is our new chip. This is the Super Maxwell chip. It breaks the laws of physics. No, you cannot break the laws of physics. I don't know what he was trying to say, but he fucked it up. Whatever, the guy's human. Trust me, I've said shit that's fucked up. I fucked up shit I wanted to say. I said this when I meant fucking that. Everybody does this. But I still got my money in the Chiku clean toilets. Over a group of parasitical nothings who think they can abracadabra the world into the way they want it to be. That's what I think. That's my worldview. You may disagree with that. You may go, no, James. These super Jews who just happen to have deep state connections going back to their fucking grandparents. No. They're just smarter than you. Yeah, maybe they are. They don't live in a one-bedroom apartment like you do. No, they don't. That's true. But you know what? Fuck them and fuck you. Without NVIDIA, Google doesn't exist. Apple doesn't exist. Microsoft doesn't exist. Not in its current form. Not that they wouldn't exist. They would probably exist. But not in the current form. Bitcoin would not exist. That's for shit sure. Not in its current form. Would it still be done? Yeah, more processors, more whatever. But St. Michael of Bitcoin, Michael Saylor, misses a lot of shit. Everyone misses shit, okay? You need to pay attention to the right things and draw the right conclusions from them. Your entire life, this doesn't fucking end. It's not like you do it Tuesday and then you're done for the rest of your life. That's not how this shit fucking works. This is a nonstop fucking process. So kill your fucking heroes. Unironically, kill your heroes. Because they absolutely are not what you think they are. Okay. This was, let's go. Where are we at? We got to go to our man. What do I want to fucking do? I got to find it. No, but that's cool stuff. Fuck. They don't have it. I'll go fucking crazy. All right. 1 minute, 28 seconds. Our friend from Cubs to Bear Books. And then this is what, for me, like I said, even though I think to myself, man, I've been hit everywhere there is to be hit. I have been dealt every fucking blow, and there ain't a fucking thing you can do to surprise me. This, I'm going to show you a 1 minute, 28-second video. And then I'm going to talk about what I saw in the comments, and then I'll show you a news clip. Ready? 1 minute, 28 seconds.
Did you know that Charles Lindbergh wrote 2 books that claimed a small financial elite were in control of America? But by 1918, the printing plates of both books had been destroyed. He referred to this group of bankers as the Money Trust, who he accused of being behind the Federal Reserve Act and America's entry into World War I. Just look at what he said about the Federal Reserve Act. This act establishes the most gigantic trust on earth. When the president signs this bill, the invisible government, by the monetary power, will be legalized. The people may not know it immediately, but the day of reckoning is only a few years removed. The worst legislative crime of the ages is perpetrated by this banking bill. Lindbergh was the driving force behind the Pujo Committee, a 1912 congressional hearing that concluded a small group of financial elites had immense power and influence over America. The very bankers exposed by these hearings were the same people that had attended the famous meeting on Jekyll Island. The people behind the Federal Reserve Act and the 16th Amendment, which is what this book is about. Those in power have tried to take this history from us, our history. Well, I've already been producing audiobooks, and I'm going to get my hands on these books and bring them back. So join my email list if you're interested. Check out my books on how information is controlled, rights fundamental to being an American, the corruption of the banking system, fake news, and so much more.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay, so there you go. Our buddy from Cubs to Bears Books, talking about Charles Lindbergh's father, who wrote about the Money Trust. And I watched the video and I was scrolling through the comments, and then somebody posted a comment that just fucking killed me. That just fucking, like I said, I thought my fucking defense was fucking great. I thought, like, man, I really thought you can't fuck me. And then somebody mentioned this. The tragic story of the Lindbergh baby kidnapping. Charles Lindbergh's infant son was kidnapped and murdered, supposedly by a man who was arrested, tried, and convicted for this crime, a man named Bruno Hauptmann. They killed Charles Lindbergh I. They killed his grandson. They kidnapped and murdered, and I'm sure it was like a ritual murder. They kidnapped and murdered his grandson. This was a high-profile fucking American, a wealthy American. In what? It was like 1923 or something, in the 20s. These are the bankers, right? This is J.P. Morgan, the Rockefellers, and the Schiffs and the Loebs. And I thought to myself, well, fucking, I know everything. And I'm like, no, fuck the goddamn Lindbergh baby kidnapping. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. And that I haven't felt that way for many years, because I'm familiar with this sort of stuff, right? How much of this stuff I've been over back and forth, fucking from every angle for years and years and years. But this is one of those things what I grew up with. You all heard about it, you know, the crime of the century. And this is what you're up against. Do you understand? It isn't about, oh, the markets and stock price. There's way more to it than that. There's way, way, way more to it than that. If you continue to use fiat currency, are aiding the monsters who kidnap and murder children in America, right? They did it 110 years ago. They'll do it again today. And so you think, well, oh no, but I'll buy a fucking gold coin or I'll do like, I don't care about your jerk off shit. I don't care because you're a fucking gay communist who deserves to fucking die starving and homeless because you're spending your fucking days praying to the ghost of Adolf Hitler to fucking save you from the Jews and the Negroes. That is why I have nothing but contempt for you. And like I'm telling you, if any of you ever meet me IRL, you better fucking run in the opposite direction, because I will remove your ability to extract oxygen from this fucking atmosphere. You know what I'm trying to say? You don't know what you're up against. I was born to fucking fight monsters. Get it? Like that's really, honest to God, why I was fucking put on this earth. To fight fucking monsters. For fucking real. And this is part of how I do it, right? I realized I'm screaming into the void. I realized I'm talking to a bunch of homosexual fucking communists living in cardboard boxes with their mother's basement. I get that, right? But what I do with what I'm forced to fucking transact in, the fiat currency that I'm forced to transact in, right? I trade that for something that is outside their control, that they can't fucking stop, that was designed with the principles of freedom in mind. That's the difference between me and every fucking buddy else. All these jerk off fucking cocksuckers, all of whom I could beat in a fucking debate, like literally standing on my fucking head. I'll drive to your fucking house. I'll fly to the country you live in. You think you could fucking beat me in an argument? And I'll do it with zero prep. I'll just fucking walk in cold and fucking destroy you forever. I will destroy your fucking worldview and everything you ever thought and fucking felt like fucking this forever on the internet. Knowing, I know how flawed I am. I understand truly, trust me, living in a one-bedroom apartment in Jersey, you're keenly aware of your fucking flaws as a human being. That having been said, I was born to fucking fight monsters. And this is one way I do it. This stupid fucking live stream is one way I do it. Not the only way I do it, but it's one way. This is the way I do it virtually. And I promise you, I do it in the real world. And with what life energy I have, the money I earn from carrying boxes from point A to fucking point B, I do what I can to build and strengthen the system, which is in direct opposition to the nightmarish dystopia that we live under. I don't give a fuck about your subtly nuanced critique of neoliberal fuck you faggot cocksucker, right? If anyone ever says to me, subtly neoliberal, I will knock your fucking teeth so far down your throat, right? That you will be shitting fucking molars for a fucking week. I promise you. You can join in this fight or not. You can do it a little bit or a lot, or whatever. Like, you can go, well, maybe one chance in a million or not. But if your answer is you don't want to fight against this, because what supports all of this, Jeff Bezos's grandpa and Sergey Brin and all the fucking rest, right? And that the nuclear power is evil until it's not evil, all this fucking shit, and the CHIPS Act, and all this fucking shit. If you want to fight against it, really fight against it, right? The way to do that is to trade their power, fiat currency, right? The fifth plank of the Communist Manifesto. Trade it for something that they don't own, can't stop, can't fucking control. That's what you should be doing. That's how radical this shit is. That's how fucking radical we are. Now, most Bitcoiners are fucking weak ass, pussy motherfuckers. They are fucking pathetic, faggot, pussy motherfuckers. And I have almost as much contempt for them as I have for you. But at least they're practicing something that ultimately will have an effect that will end this fucking thing. Because 100 years from now, we're not going to be trading paper coupons for fucking work. Oh, you did some work. Here's some paper coupons or electronic tokens that they can print like this. Electronic tokens that they literally print out of fucking thin air. How do they print them?
We print it digitally. So.
Hey, J-Pal, I got a message for you.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
That's the difference between me and fucking, oh, let's vote for blah, 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 blah. Let's unity call. Oh, let me unity call. I want to issue a call for unity. Hello, unity? Hello, unity, bro? If only we could just unify, right? Just unify. All our problems will be solved. Yeah, shut up, you stupid fucking sperm sucking, cardboard box living motherfucker. Step up or shut up. Step up or shut up. That is the message of the special. Look at this. I'm going like an hour and a half. Well, alcohol feud. Look at how much Mediterranean grape juice I have at my disposal. No wonder I'm acting like a fucking whack. I'm not. This is me just alcohol fueled. Alcohol fueled. However, I will gladly debate you or anyone you designate on any one of these points or any other fucking point. I will fucking destroy you, and I will make you wish you were never fucking born. And I want it recorded forever and ever on the internet. So you either agree with me and think, well, mostly this guy's got it right. He's probably missing some fucking cylinders and he's probably missing a few fucking screws in his head, but mostly he's moving in the right direction. That's the way I look at Sailor. Hell, that's the way I look at the chink who cleans toilets. Mostly they're moving in the right direction, and that's where I got to go, because we don't live in a fucking perfect world and we're not perfect people. So get in the fight or get fucked. Anyway, so yeah, 1 minute 29. How long have I been ranting? A pretty long time. Long enough for you to think about smashing up the like button. You're here this entire time, like, oh, look, he's crazy. He's ranting and raving, blah, 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 blah. Ha, 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 how funny this is. You know, you can think about how funny this is, but to me, it's really not a joke. I try to be lighthearted and humorous, but it's really not a joke. Smash up the like button. Destroy Zog. Buy Bitcoin while you still can with the paper receipts that are called U.S. dollars, the Federal Reserve notes that are called U.S. dollars. And so that's where we're going to leave it. This is where we're going to leave it. So to Virgil Doc Purple Heart, Judas Fly Chai, who spams the chat as per usual when he shows up. He does a joke for 6 weeks, and then he spams the chat like a demented loon. And all the lurkers and everyone who is going to watch the show in the coming week. Thanks for stopping by. Talk to you guys again next week.